When did you realize you were not the favorite child? I realized it when my parents chose to save my brother's life over mine during a house fire. I was 12, and my brother Tyler was 8 when our house caught fire in the middle of the night. The smoke alarm woke me up first. I could smell the smoke and see the orange glow under my bedroom door. "Fiery!" I screamed, running to my parents' room. "The house is on fire!" Dad jumped up immediately. "Where's Tyler?" "In his room," I said. "We need to get out." But when we got to the hallway, it was already filled with thick black smoke. The fire had spread faster than we thought. Tyler's room was at the end of the hall. Mine was right next to the stairs. We could only save one of us before the ceiling collapsed. Dad looked at me, then at Tyler's door. "Arya, you're smart and strong," he said. "You can find another way out. Tyler needs us more." They left me standing in the hallway and ran toward Tyler's room. I watched my parents disappear into the smoke to save my little brother while leaving me to figure out my own escape at 12 years old. In a burning house. I ran back to my room and climbed out my second-story window onto the roof. I had to jump down to the neighbor's yard and broke my arm in the fall, but I survived. When the fire department arrived, they found my parents and Tyler huddled in his bedroom. The firefighters rescued all 3 of them. At the hospital, everyone was focused on Tyler's smoke inhalation. "He's so brave," the nurses kept saying. "Such a tough little boy." Nobody mentioned that I'd escaped on my own with a broken arm. "Arya's always been independent," Mom told the doctor when he asked about my injuries. "She's our little survivor." That's when I understood. I wasn't the favorite child because I was capable. Tyler was the favorite because he needed saving, and my parents would always choose to save him first. The pattern continued for years after the fire. When Tyler struggled in school, they hired expensive tutors. When I struggled, they told me to figure it out because I was smart enough. When Tyler wanted to quit baseball, they let him. When I wanted to quit piano, they said I had to stick with commitments. When Tyler got arrested for shoplifting at 16, they hired a lawyer and got the charges dropped. When I got a speeding ticket at 17, I had to pay the fine myself and lost car privileges for a month. "Tyler makes mistakes because he's impulsive," they'd explain. "Arya should know better." The final proof came when I was 18. I'd been accepted to 3 colleges but needed help with tuition. "We'll see what we can do," Dad said vaguely. 2 weeks later, Tyler crashed his car while drunk driving. Instead of using my college money for tuition, they spent it on Tyler's legal fees and a new car for him. "College can wait," Mom told me. "Tyler needs our support right now." I moved out that week and never asked them for anything again. I worked 3 jobs to put myself through community college, then transferred to a state school. It took me 6 years, but I graduated with a nursing degree. Tyler dropped out of college after 1 semester and moved back home. Last month, Tyler called me for the first time in 2 years. "Arya, I need help," he said. "Mom and Dad are getting older, and I can't take care of them alone." "Where have you been for the past decade?" I asked. "You know I'm not good at this stuff," he said. "You're the responsible one. You're better at handling things." I hung up on him. 2 days later, Mom called. "Arya, we need you to come home and help with your father's medical bills. Tyler's doing his best, but Tyler needs saving again?" I interrupted. "You're being dramatic." "Am I? You left me in a burning house to save him. You spent my college money on his mistakes. You've spent 20 years choosing him over me." There was silence on the other end. "That fire was different," she said quietly. "Tyler was younger." I hung up and blocked their numbers. Some people spend their whole lives trying to become the favorite child. I spent mine learning I never had a chance.